guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Divya Biano. I work as a software developer in Glance. I have been associated with Newton School from the past few months as a mentor. Newton School is a platform which prepares you for a career in tech. It has courses designed for students, working professionals, and also with women with no tech background. Newton School first trains you for a full 6 months and helps you in becoming amazing full stack developers. It has a network of more than 300 companies. So once the training is complete, Newton School also ensures that you get placed in some of the best companies in the country. And the best part about this program is that this is a pay after placement program, which means that you don't have to pay Newton School until and unless you get placed in a company with a minimum of 5 lakh C2C. Launchpad is another such initiative taken by Newton School. It is for people who want to learn coding from scratch and also learn the basics of different programming languages for absolutely free of cost. This video is also available in the Launchpad section of Newton School, where you can practice different assignments and quizzes related to the course. Please do check out the Launchpad section. I will share the link with you in the description box. Now let's get... So in today's video, we are going to discuss the problem, the power function. The question goes like, write a program to calculate power of x comma n. So we might have used this function a lot of the times in while coding. So now let's see what is the optimized way to code this. So the question is pretty simple. The input is 2 integers, x and n, and output is also an integer, which will basically tell us the value of x to the power n. Okay, basically x to the power n. So the immediate thing that comes to my mind is we can do it iteratively. One of the approaches to do it iteratively and one of the approaches to do it recursively, both linearly, which is that for I to n we can have an answer which is initialized to 1, and then we can multiply x n times, So at the end our answer will have x to the power n, right? Similarly, we can do this recursively as well, wherein we can have a function, say power, and it will be int x and int n, and what it will do basically is if n is equals to 0, it will return 1, because anything to the power of 0 is 1. Of course, we are not counting here if we are given 0 and something like that. And n equals to 1, we are going to return x. Okay, and for other of the times we are going to return x into power of x comma n minus 1. So basically we will just be x into x to power n minus 1, how we do it in maths, right? So these are the two approaches that we can do. Both will work linearly in order of n, the order of n. Now when we do this function recursively, like we are doing x to the power n minus 1, and the thing that comes to my mind is there might be a possibility wherein as we know like 2 to power 4 is 2 to power 2 into 2 to power 2, or 2 to power 6 is 2 to power 3 into 2 to power 3, right? So there might be a possibility where we are calculating, we can calculate we can call the power function less number of times, and based on these theories of mathematics, basically we can compute the power in lesser time. So what I mean to say is that if suppose we have 2 to power 6, what we can actually do is we can do 2 to power 3 into 2 to power 3. So basically we can just calculate 2 to the power 3 and multiply the answer by itself, and we would end up having 2 to power 6. Now what would happen if we have odd number, right? So in that particular case, what we can do is we can just segregate 1, 2, and we can then have 2 to power 6, which is an even number and which can be calculated from 2 to power 3 and 2 to power 3, right? So similarly now 2 to power 3, since it's an odd number, so we can calculate it using 2 into 2 to power 2, right? and 2 to power 2 can be calculated as 2 into 2, and that will be since 2 to power 1 is there, so when we have a power 1 we return the number itself and we can multiply it. So what essentially it will do is, if we have to do x to power n, so the number of times we will call the power function will get reduced every time by half. Like instead of doing n into n minus 1 2 plus 1, what we are doing is we are calling first x to power n, which will be internally calling x to power n by 2, which will be calling n to power 4, and similarly till 1. So basically from order of n, what we are doing is we are calculating the power function in order of log n. Now let's write a pseudocode for this for better explanation. So suppose we have power of int x int n, which will return an int, right? So what we are going to do is, if n equals to 0, return 1. If n equals to 1, return x. Now here what we have to do is, for 2 to power 7 or 2 to power 6, like 7 divided by 2 in int is also 3 and 6 divided by 2 is also 3. So what we can essentially do is we can have an answer which will be basically power of x comma n by 2, right? And then if it is 2 to power 6, what we have to do is we just have to return answer into answer, right? But if it is 2 to power 7, what we have to do is we are actually calculating 2 to power 3 into 2 to power 3, which is 2 to power 6. So we are left with one more 2 which we have to multiply. So we will just check if it is odd or even. If it is even, we are going to return answer into answer. And if it is odd, we are going to return answer into answer, as well as one more time x, because we are missing that. So if our n divided by 2 is even, we are going to return answer into answer, else we are going to return x into answer into answer. And this is the explanation and the pseudocode of this particular power function. So though this function seems a lot easy, but knowing how recursive functions can be used to reduce the time complexity is very important, and this particular problem is one of the very famous and very easy problem to basically understand that sometimes doing a particular question not iteratively and recursively also helps us in reducing our time complexity. So now let's start coding. So first we are going to check the two basic conditions. If n is equals to 0, we are going to return 1, and if n is equals to 1, we are going to return x. Now we will write our logic of using recursion function to reduce our time complexity. So we are going to find the answer. Basically we are going to find the power or x to the power n by 2, and then based on n being even or odd, we are going to return our answer. So if our n is odd, basically, so what we are going to calculate is, suppose if we have 2 to power 7, so 7 divided by 2 is 3. So in answer what we have calculated is 2 to power 3. So we are going to do 2 to power 3 into 2 to power 3, so that will be 2 to power 6. So we also have to give one more x from our end. So basically it will be x into answer, and we will return 2 to power 7 in our particular this particular function. And if it is even, say suppose 2 to power 6, so what we are calculating is 2 to power 3. So 2 to power 3 into 2 to power 3 is 2 to power 6. So we are by answer into answer will give us the required output. So that's the code for this particular problem. We are going to take the example as 2 and 5. Let's see what our output is going to be. So our output is 32 as we expected. Now let's take an even number, say 10, and see what our output is going to be. So it's 1024 as we expected. So this is the explanation and the code for the power function. I hope you like it. Please do give this a try on the Newton Schools Launchpad. Thank you so much.